So the things that investors, which are essentially the capital providers, typically look for, the first most important thing is a business plan. Now, a business plan is essentially the plan that you have for your business. But it is a very specific plan. You have to have, actually, I should ask you guys, what do you think has to go into the business plan? You want me to invest in your business. What are some of the things that you want to communicate to me about your business? Yes, if it's going to be profitable, so the economics of the business. Can we make money and can you pay me back with some return? Anything else? The what?
If there's a market for a product.
Yes. So what does the market look like for the product? How big is it? How attractive is it? How many competitors are in there? Very good. Anything else? You want to talk about it? Oh, go ahead. Exactly. That's exactly right. So you have to give me comfort that you will be around for a while, and you have to show me the assumptions that tell me why you will have a sustainable growth for your business. Correct. Is there anything else? There's one piece that's sort of missing that I would want to know about your business. The team. Who are you working with? Who are the people that you are going to be launching or growing this business with? And that's very important. People are looking for how long you've worked together, what type of chemistry you have, what are the arrangements that you have in terms of how you're going to make decisions, how you're going to share profits. Because I will tell you, even when friends go into business together, there's always a potential for things to fall apart. And the more thinking that's done up front and documentation of how the partnership will work, the better you'll fare in the future, particularly if things go wrong. I'll just mention a few other quick things. The most important thing, I think, which I find a lot of people lacking when it comes to their business plan, are the financial projections, okay? And the financial projections give any investor comfort, even if they're not correct. It gives the investor comfort that you've thought through how you're going to grow your business, what it will require, and you've identified essentially the risk areas. Okay? So that is very important, and most people will say, I have a wicked idea, I have a great team. Oh, wait, I'm not sure if we're going to make money. I'll find somebody to do projections. That's very important. The other thing that's very important is, why will you win? Why will your product do well versus other similar products in the market? What is your source of differentiation? So always have that mindset. When you're coming to the table and you're saying, this is my business, I'm excited about it, I'm passionate about it, then I'd say, well, why you? Why not someone else? And I'll also say, why can't someone else copy you? So always be thinking about how you'd be able to differentiate yourself. Okay, second thing, risk and risk mitigating strategies. I will mention this very briefly. Every business has risk, particularly startup businesses. What's very impressive is when you can be honest and lay out, here are the risks associated with my business, and here is the mitigating strategy. Here is a strategy I'm going to take to address the risk. What it does, again, it shows that you're very transparent, you're very confident because you realize there are risks, but you've also figured out how to solve the risks, and it allows the investor to now think through the risks and give you feedback or thoughts on what other actions you could take to mitigate the risk. So never feel afraid to leave this out in your business plan. I find it a very sophisticated, mature, confident business owner would have this in their business plan. The third thing that investors are looking for is a strong team. And by strong team, we don't mean that you get along well, although that's important. But we're looking for a team with a track record. You've done something similar. You've worked together on projects. You've had accolades in the past, even if it's not for this specific business. You've been in the industry, doing what you're going to go off and do for many years. You've developed a clientele, etc. That's what we're looking for, a strong, experienced management team, because we know when all those problems come, and they will come, we know that team will do what it takes together to get the business through that hard period. And then the final thing, maybe not, is management's skin in the game. And let me be clear about what this means. A lot of times, people will come to investors, I've seen it, from very sophisticated companies to one person shops and they'll say, okay, I have a great idea. Can you put the money in for me? I need 100,000 US dollars, let's say. And they'd say, and I'll say, great, what are you putting in? And they'll say, all the hard work. I'll say, but what money are you putting in? All the hard work. What are you doing? And what happens is if the business goes south, you don't lose any money. You just lose the hard work. But I lose all of my money. So what people are usually looking for is the fact that you've put a little bit of money into the business. It doesn't have to be much, but it shows that you have skin in the game. So if the business goes south, I will lose and you will lose. So I know you will do you will do whatever it takes to ensure the business doesn't go south. Again, hitting on those points before they ask you, you come into a meeting and you tell me, here's a skin in the game. I'm like, wow. My ears perk up because I know this is a sophisticated entrepreneur who's very serious about raising capital sitting in front of me. And then I think there's one more. Yes. Okay, so this is a very small one. It's related to the financials. What I find is when people say, yeah, man, I need 100,000 US dollars. I say, okay, great. What do you need it for? And they'll say, to kind of grow my business. No, but what do you actually need it for? You should really specify the use of funds. What are the things you're going to use that 100,000 for? And big buckets are fine, but that's what we'll be looking for because it's other people's money you'll be using, and they want to get comfort that it will be used well, and you've thought about it beforehand, so you'll be very careful with their money as you grow the business. And then the sources would be, hopefully, the investor giving you this money. Okay, so that's kind of a quick overview of the things that anybody will be looking for when you're asking them for money.